Hi, I'm DebDedrick, certified high performance coach, and your expert guide to leading a happy life here with episode number 101, how to deal with negative feelings. I don't know about you, but I struggle with negative feelings quite often. And often it's in the morning when I wake up. I don't understand why, except maybe for a fact this could be a habit of mine. And if it's a habit of yours and it's dragging you down and it's causing you pain and suffering, well, today's tip is a good way, a good framework that you can begin to utilize to eradicate and get rid of those negative feelings so you wake up feeling refreshed when you jump out of the bed and not full of gloom and doom. So let's get started on tip number 101. Well, if you're feeling the dread, I think it's very important that you recognize those feelings and paying attention to them. That's number one. It's okay to have those feelings, but in order to get rid of them, you have to pay attention to them and not just kind of shove them off to the side and pretend like they're not there. So giving them validation and acknowledging that they're there is number one. We all have these types of feelings. We all have to battle these feelings, and the first step is acknowledging them and not discounting your feelings. Like, some of us are really good at that. Your feelings are okay. It's okay to have those feelings. But if you want to start the day on a negative, that's where you're going to stay. And if you want to go forward and have a positive day, that's where you need to shift your thinking. So after you've acknowledged the feeling, then you need to recognize, I have no reason to feel this way. Just because I wake up in the morning and I'm feeling kind of negative doesn't mean it's okay to feel negative. This is just a habit. And today you're going to start, or tomorrow when you wake up, you're going to start shifting your habits by replacing your negative habit with a positive habit. And how are you going to do that? Well, habits are very easy to make and very difficult to break. To break a habit, you have to replace it with a new, more positive, self-serving habit. And I learned this a long time ago when I was listening to Joyce Meyer, one of my mentors who completely helped me change my life. And she said when she woke up and had those feelings, she would do the same. She would recognize it, but she would immediately replace it with a positive, grateful, appreciative thought and give thanks for her blessings and focus on all the good that was going in her life and redirect her brain from a negative to a positive. Think about things that you're happy for, your health, your family, the fact that you can see, the fact that you can walk, the fact that you can jump out of bed. Whatever it is for you, begin to focus on all the good things in your life that are going on. Begin to be appreciative instead of having expectations. Trade them for appreciation. And that's right from Tony Robbins, another one of my mentors. And then shifting your focus from the negative to the positive and moving around. Maybe after you feel that click where you kind of sense that relief come over you, that you're feeling, oh, yeah, I'm feeling better, then jump up, get out, shake off the dust, maybe do some stretching, maybe drink some water, anything that makes you feel good, that keeps your mind moving in the right direction. And once you get the day started and you're up and around and you might have that tendency to go back to that negative thought, I always like to tell my clients to think about a negative thought like a forest fire and stamp it out right then. Stamp it out, shake your head, say no, I won't go there, and think about again, I live in one of the best countries in the world, and I live in a place where I can have freedom of choice, and I have food, and I have water, and I am warm, and all of the things in life that we take for granted, those are the things that can help you shift and be more positive. And probably the final tip, think about what you're looking forward to. What are you excited about? Or maybe think about a moment in your life when you were so happy, when you felt wonderful. Remember some of the most happy moments in your life. Begin to shift your thinking from a negative to a positive. Refresh your memory on all of those wonderful times that you had throughout the course of your life. And even those small little baby steps will begin to encourage your brain to shift from a negative to a positive. So going back over episode number 101, how to deal with negative feelings. First of all, acknowledge the negative feeling. It's okay to have those feelings. Don't pretend they're not there, right? Pretending that they're not there is not being honest and true to self. You know, we're all going to have those moments when we're feeling negative. Nobody is perfect. Don't expect perfection from yourself. Begin with acknowledging the negative thoughts. Shift your thinking from negative to positive by focusing on appreciation and things that you're grateful for. And those are all uniquely yours. It depends on where you are in life. I like to reflect on my health and my family and where I get to live and my dog, all those little small simple pleasures. Shift your focus again by getting up, moving around, drinking water, having a great morning routine serves to get the day started right. Directing your mind away from negative again as those thoughts come up and refocusing back to positive, what you're grateful for. And finally, think about where you are in your life, what you're looking forward to, or moments in your life where you felt so happy. Every one of us has moments like that. And if you could fill your days up with more of those positive, happy, loving, kind thoughts, you'll begin to put the habit from negative towards positive. So it's my mission as your expert guide to leading a happy life and your certified high performance coach to give you thoughts, ideas, frameworks, tips, a little nudge, a push, whatever it is that you need so you can go out in the world and live a happier life and be more productive and become the best version of yourself. And until my next tip, go out in the world and be a positive role model and an influencer for good. And I will see you on our next tip. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again.